Welcome into tonight's broadcast here live on 810varsity.com. Mike Smith bringing you the action tonight, live from Bishop Miege High School, as the St. James Academy Thunder are the visiting team here, taking on Bishop Miege Stags. Bishop Miege comes into tonight's contest 4-1 on the season, riding a 5-0 victory this past Tuesday over Gardner. So plenty of goals scored there for the Stags in that one. St. James comes in a little bit different of a record, 1-4 on the season. They are a 4A school, but don't hesitate to take on the top-tier programs from higher rankings in the state of Kansas. They've played the slew of 6A and 5A schools, Olathe South, Olathe North, and in amongst there, Blue Valley West, St. Thomas Aquinas, to open up the season as well. They've battled through those contests. They've gave up 9 goals on the season, scored 7, 5 of those in one contest, their lone victory over Topeka West. Bishop Miege scoring 19 goals on the season, while only giving up 3 goals, I believe. No, excuse me, 4 goals on the season, 3 of those coming in one contest against St. Thomas Aquinas. St. James will be donning their navy blue jerseys, white numbers. Bishop Miege in their white uniforms, blue trim with red numbers. First half just about to get underway. Stephen Enna and Ian Diegendorf at the midline to take the first possession for St. James Academy. Last year, these two teams met twice. The last time coming September 16th. That one ended in a 1-1 tie as Enna quickly plays that up to the far sideline. Going to be tracked down by the back line of the Stags. They'll try to keep possession. Picked up by Martin. He plays up from his defensive position. Over to Marquez. Now head for Chubb. Chubb looking for Diegendorf, taken away by the Stags. Now working it up far side is Bishop Miege. As I said, last year these two teams met twice. The latter meeting as Jones tries to take it in on the top of the 18, cleared out by the Stags. St. James still corrals Enna. Now back towards the goalkeeper, picked up by Alex Dennis, starting goalkeeper for the Stags. But last year's contest ended in a 1-1 tie when they played here at Miege High School. They also played in the Blue Valley West Fat Cat tournament, did these two teams. That one a little bit of different outcome, more goals scored in that one. 3-2, Miege winning that one. Aiden Cools, the lone player to score a goal in that contest that's still on either squad. He plays for Bishop Miege. Miege with the throw-in far side. So a little over a minute gone by thus far here in the first half. Picked up by Danny Moeller, going to play it far side. See the Stags trying to push. Nice job by Gardner to intercept that pass. Now he's going to work around his defender. Head for Jones. Jones fires Enna. Enna pops it back with the header over to Diegendorf. Diegendorf going to lose possession. Now he gets it right back. And it looks like a handball. And a handball on St. James. So we'll set up the free kick. Starters for Bishop Miege tonight. In goal, I mentioned Alex Dennis, the junior goalkeeper. He has 3 shutouts underneath his belt this season. And they've got Aiden Cools, Stephen Hooper, Colin Novick, Kevin Flores, Tom Anard, Stephen Foster, Andy Schlutenha, Danny Moeller, Brandon Ramirez, and Austin Porter. Stags throw in on the near side as St. James lost it out of bounds. Austin Porter with the throw in. Lineback got his head on it. We tracked down by Arnaud. Now lineback again. Gardner trying to get it back towards midfield. Working around. Gets it stolen away by Cools. Marquez far side over to Chubb. Thunder now controlling. Thunder of St. James working right to left here in the first half. Bishop Miege working left to right. Chubb tries to find Jones. Ahead for Enna. Looking for Diegendorf. Going to be cut off by the Stags' defense. Sent back towards midfield on the clear. Tracked down by Hooper. Hooper plays far side, looking for Cools. Martin gets a piece of it. Out of play, that one will go. Throw in, they'll say off the Stag, so St. James will take it. Chubb keeps it in play, finds Inna. Inna down that far sideline. This one tracked down by Danny Moeller. Gardner now. Just going to play it back to Lineback. One broken up by the Stags. Lineback trying to track it down. Collision at the top of the 18. Lineback clears towards the near side. Out of play it goes. So throwing in the attacking side for Bishop Miege. Got Austin Porter with it. Looking back towards midfield. Porter's going to track it down. Diegendorf with the challenge. Novick ahead, but out of play. Both these teams ranked in the top of their respective 4A and under and 5A and under as a shot goes wide by Stephen Inna. But St. James in the 4A and under rankings for the state of Kansas sitting at number 2 behind Rose Hill. St. James's record on the season 1-4, but they've played some tough competition thus far here this season. Bishop Miege, a 5A school, they're in the top 5 there. They're actually ranked number 5 by the Kansas Soccer Coaches Association. They have it pushing up the far side with Hooper. Hooper being backed off by Gardner. Still trying to challenge for it. Hooper hits the pitch. They're going to call a foul on Gardner. So free kick now coming in the attacking third far side. Prime position for Bishop Miege to have a set play here. Look to get their first look on goal. Porter will take the free kick from the far side. Two-man wall on the far side part of the 18. 34-17 left here in the first half. Still nothing on the board. Only one shot thus far. That coming by the Thunder. Porter puts that one in. That one's got a piece of it by Martin. Now up in the air is Lineback. Still inside the 6. Borner lost it, and it's going to be in favor of St. James on the goal kick, as it was a foul on the Bishop Miege Stags. Garner took the goal kick for St. James, and that one's out of play far side. Throw in on the far side. Jones gets his head on it, keeps it in play, still trying to battle for it. A foul on Spencer Jones and St. James, so free kick now coming the far side of the defense for Bishop Miege. Colin Novick to take the restart on the free kick. Miege is led by their head coach, Joe Huppy. He's in his 19th season as the head coach at Miege, and now they're pushing it on the offensive counter here. Fired a shot. That one going to be wide. It looked like it might sneak into the near side post, but nice shot there by Kevin Flores. It's going to set up the goal kick for St. James Academy, but the first look on goal for Bishop Miege. Kevin Flores fired it from the near side of the 18. 32-30 left here in the first half. Been relatively even as far as the pace goes thus far here in this first half. In and out trying to track it down. Out of play it goes. Stags now with possession and the throw in quickly. Foster with the throw in, looking for Flores. He's double teamed by Gardner and Lineback. I'll say off Bishop Miege. A goal kick now coming once again for the Thunder. Lineback sets up to take the goal kick. Ahead, Stags will intercept. Flores now with it. Playing towards the far side, looking for Hooper. Hooper trying to track down. Defense Martin there. Chubb with some defense as well. Back towards midfield. Long distance shot fired. Borner right there to scoop it out of the air. Aiden Cools with the shot by the Stags. Anna looking for Jones. Now it's in the air. Diegendorf trying to get it. Anna chip pass far side. Looking for Spencer Jones once again. Danny Muller with the defense. And Muller called for the penalty. Right in front of the bench, Danny Muller bodying for the position there. Whistled for the foul, so free kick now coming for St. James. Just under 31 minutes. That one low line drive. Looks like Stags may have gotten a piece of it. Jones fires it back towards the far side. Now centered up by Lineback. Going to be picked up out of the air by Dennis, the goalkeeper. So it's fired right there, far side post. Great crossing pass, but Dennis, the goalkeeper for the Stags, well prepared for that one as Porter just lost possession right about midfield. And the Thunder regain it. Diegendorf tripped up, and there'll be another penalty there on the Stags. Stags' third penalty here of the contest thus far. Marquez plays it off. That one fired. Chris Colris with the shot over the top of the crossbar, went high. If you're Coach Enna, it's probably not the shot you want from Chris Colris as he showcased through the season, work himself all the way up towards farther better position inside the goal box. But he has the leg behind that shot also, but you want to see him get a little bit closer here in the early going. That goes for both squads here in tonight's contest. Gardner clears. Finds Jones. Jones going to pug it back to Martin. Looking for Diegendorf. Far side. Out off the Stags. Kohanic has checked in and for St. James. He had to throw in there. Marquez ahead for Enna. Enna quickly ahead for Diegendorf. Cut off by Porter from his defensive near side position. Speedster Aiden Coolis gets it knocked away as he was trying to work down that far side. Kohanic ahead for Enna. Enna's got some space. Tried to chip it towards the goal and find Diegendorf. Porter heads it out of danger. Stags now with it. That one chipped ahead. Lineback trying to cut it off. Brunner comes flying out. Still went through Borner's legs and out of play it will go. Will be a goal kick as Kevin Flores was bearing down on Sean Borner in the Thunder's goal. Just enough from defenseman Stephen Lineback and the goalkeeper Sean Borner to make sure Flores couldn't get a proper shot off. Goal kick now coming by Borner. 28 minutes left here in the first half. Still nothing. Couple looks for both squads here in this first half. Flores having the best one thus far of the contest for the Stags. Anna having one in the initial minutes for St. James. Foul by Bishop Miege here along the near side. Gardner will come up to take the free kick. That one knocked down by Arnaud. But another foul on Bishop Miege. So free kick now coming in the offensive side for St. James. Stephen Lineback now up to take the free kick. Lineback fires it in towards the top of the 18. Cleared out by the Stags. Tracked down by Marquez. He fires a shot. The defense of Bishop Miege gets a foot on that one. Looks like Danny Muller got a piece of that one for Bishop Miege. It will set up the first corner of the contest. Coming for St. James Academy, near side corner of the attacking third. So great chance here for a set piece. Looks like Chris Colris will go to the near side corner to take this. Colris gets some air behind that one. Dennis tries to come out. He hits the deck. Still bobbing around. Brophy gets a piece of it. Tries the header. No good. Still in amongst everybody. Foul on St. James. But Alex Dennis went up for the initial cross from the corner by Colris. Got mixed up in the crowd and couldn't nab the ball. Matthew Brophy able to get a piece of it twice. First with his foot and then with his head, but Bishop Miege having enough players in the way to make sure it didn't find itself in the back of the net. 25-28 left here in the first half between St. James Academy and Bishop Miege here in boys soccer action. Miege having a very good season thus far. 5 contests. They're 4-1, officially with a 5-0 win in their last contest against Gardner this past Tuesday. St. James Academy 1-4 on the season, but as I've said, playing some tough competition this season in St. Thomas Aquinas and Blue Valley West, just to mention a few. Their last game was against Olathe South, which they lost 2-0 in that contest. So you see Niermeyer, far side. He hits the pitch and foul on Bishop Miege. We'll see where they position the free kick for St. James Academy off the penalty. Chris Collis with the free kick, far side. Chips that one in over everyone's head. Brophy almost got a piece of it. Staggs clear to the near side. Porter trying to track it down. Out of play it goes. So back to St. James Academy. Substitution for the Thunder. Looks like Ian Diegendorf coming out of the contest. Taking his place is Andrew Kinski, I believe. Excuse me, Tanner Gray coming in for Ian Diegendorf. Frank was looking for Gray towards the near side, but out of play it went. Austin Porter with the throw in. Nico Marquez in for Bishop Miege, just substituting in. Marquez gets a head on it. Now Lineback keeps it in play. Tracked down there by Foster. Foster ahead on the near side. This one going to be tracked down by Cools. Cools tries to get it over Martin. Martin clears. And that's going to be a corner. Martin did about the only thing he could there with his defensive position. Clear it out across the end line and give the corner to Bishop Miege. Be their first corner of the contest for the Stags. Brandon Milburn will take the corner. Bronner gets a piece of it. A whistle and penalty. We'll see who it was on. And they're on Bishop Miege, so goal kick now coming off that. Bronner went up with it, got the initial piece. I think the penalty was called on the Stags. Possibly the undercut as Bronner hit the deck. Oh no, they'll say the foul was on St. James. Penalty shot. Excuse me. Thought it was initially indicated on Bishop Miege. The referee pointed in that direction, but obviously pointing in favor of the penalty kick here with 21:52. left here in the first half. Miege to take this one. Borner prepares in the goal box. That one fired. Borner with the save. Borner keeps it all knotted up at 0-0 here in the first half. Tracked down by the Stags. The penalty shot was taken by Eli Jordan. Excuse me, by Brandon Milburn. Brandon Milburn with that penalty shot, but Sean Borner with an electric save to the near side of the goal. Throw in by Porter, though. It's still offensive favor for the Stags. Everybody's heading for it. As we saw Moeller, that is Nate Moeller, dive up into the air. Cools tried a shot. Borner got that one scooped up. Looks like Aiden Cools didn't get exactly all he wanted on that as the bicycle attempt here on the near side. Under 21 minutes now left here in the first half, but a interesting last couple minutes turn of events here in this contest as we see Milburn now pushing far side, trying to work through three St. James defenders. Gardner gets a piece of it finally. Going to be tracked down there by Foster, though. Out of play off St. James Academy. So Bishop Miege is keeping it now as they've picked up the offensive pace here and been in control these last few minutes. But just a couple minutes ago, off the first corner kick for Bishop Miege, a penalty shot was awarded. As there was a penalty inside the goal box on St. James Academy as the throw-in comes for the Stags. Try to track down Cools. Tried to poke it into the air, knocked down by Novick. Still a scrum for it. Everybody trying to get a piece of it. Brophy finally clears for St. James. Tracked down by Niermeyer. Colress now. Back in favor of the Stags. Aiden Cools finds some space now. Cools, near side. Working around Lineback. Lineback will make sure it gets out of play. They'll say off of Aiden Cools. Now the referee comes in with a correction on the call. They'll say off of Stephen Lineback and St. James Academy. So corner kick, the second one here in this first half for Bishop Miege. The last one went in their favor as far as it giving them a penalty shot, but Sean Borner, the sophomore goalkeeper for St. James Academy, coming up with the huge save, the play of the game thus far. Low line drive, piece of that one. Borner comes away with the save as it was fired in there. Like Novick got a piece of that shot. Sean Borner with another save, though, but the most crucial thing coming in this first half was the save off the penalty shot, off that first corner attempt by Bishop Miege. Aiden Cools trying to track it down far side, working around Liam Martin. Foul on Aiden Cools. Free kick. Gardner will take it. Waste no time with 18:34 left here in the first half. Still knotted up at 0 apiece on the board. Colress gets it knocked down by the Stags. Now Cools, far side. This one going to be tracked down by Milburn. Another corner coming, this time far side corner here for Bishop Miege. First part of this first half is pretty much a back and forth pace between each team. As we see some substitutions coming back in for St. James Academy. Stephen Inna, Brian Chubb, as well as Joe Hogue. So far side corner for Miege, the first two coming from the near side. Appears St. James had one too many players on the field, so make sure you're getting the substitutions all filed out. That one in there, nice job headed out by lineback towards the far side. Going to be tracked down by Marquez. Chubb with it for St. James. Throw in for St. James as it went out of bounds, far side. Cools heads it down, possession back for the Stags. Chubb now trying to track it down for the Thunder. Still the Stags have a nice spin move out of play across the end line. And goal kick now coming for the Thunder. The Stags of Bishop Miege have picked up the pace here in the latter part of this first half. Been able to get right off 3 consecutive corner kick opportunities. And then get that penalty shot that they had one-on-one with Sean Borner. It was Brandon Milburn, but Borner came away with the best of that one, keeping the tally at 0-0. Out of play, the far side. And they're going to call the foul on Bishop Miege before going out of bounds on the last play there. So free kick coming from the far sideline in front of Bishop Miege's bench with 15:40 left here in the first half. Still no goals on the board for either squad. As I said, both teams have had some looks to put it in the back of the net, but unable to convert thus far. Miege has had more looks on goal thus far here and been on the offensive prowl in the latter part of this first half. Far side going to be tracked down midfield now by Joe Hogue for St. James. Hogue with it once again. Now poked away by the Stags. Stags have position. We see Hooper. Hooper going to fire the shot. Brunner well prepared again in the 6-yard goal box to come away with that one. .43 left here in the first half. Still 0-0 between these two squads. St. James Academy taking on Bishop Miege here at Bishop Miege High School on 810varsity.com. Nice slide that tackle by Cools. This linebacker gets it though. Now Enna with it. Enna ahead to Diegendorf. Got some space. Fires a shot quickly and over the top of the crossbar it goes. Too much air behind that one. Diegendorf has scored the last 2 goals for St. James this season. Diegendorf second on the team this year for St. James in goals thus far, with those 2 goals that I mentioned. Stephen Enna leading the team with 3 goals, a hat trick against Topeka West. Chubb gets dispossessed the far side, but out of play off the Stags. Throw in quickly to Jones. Jones far side, now trying to set up a cross. Low cross in there looking for Diegendorf. He misses. Enna tried to fire a shot. Cleared, but Enna still now with it. Fires a shot, and over the top of the crossbar, that one goes once again. So we've seen 3 shots here in the first half go over the top of the crossbar for St. James Academy. As Brandon Ramirez tried to clear there for Bishop Miege inside the goal box. Couldn't get it out of there before Enna could fire off a couple looks towards the goal. Aiden Cools. Nice chip pass ahead, looking for Hooper. Hooper's going to fire a shot once again, and that one's going to sneak past Borner for the goal. That's going to put the Stags on the board here early in this contest, here in the first half. 12:46. Bishop Miege taking the first lead. It was a matter of time before one of these two squads put a goal on the board. They've both had some very good looks, back and forth it going. Aiden Cools will be credited with an assist on the goal by Stephen Hooper. Excuse me, Hopper. Been saying Hooper, but it's Hopper. It's only one O. So the reset off the goal. Inna and Diegendorf at midfield. Chip pass ahead for Diegendorf by Inna. Not going to go far side. Crossing pass knocked away by the defense of the Stags. As Jones tried to play it inside the goal box for the Thunder. Quick throw in, finds Marquez. Now Jones again. And Jones gets a successful cross there. Header by Inna. Still scrum forward all over the place. Inna fires it in there for the shot. Dennis came out to knock it down. He got a piece of it but couldn't snatch it up. So now it's brought to terms here with 12:16 left in the first half. Quickly, St. James strikes back and makes sure this one is back to even. As Bishop Miege just scoring just about less than a minute ago with a nice pass by Aiden Cools to Stephen Hopper. But this one getting in the back of the net for the Thunder of St. James behind the relentless offense, and Stephen Inna putting it in the back of the net. Cools cleared by Gardner inside the goal box, far side. Tracked down by Jones. Diegendorf gets a piece of it. Still in play along the far sideline. Stags keeping possession. Poke back towards midfield, and the Thunder take it away now. Chorus finds Inna, now pushing far side, working around Danny Moeller. And his pass knocked down. Diegendorf fires a shot, and that one broken up by the defense. Looked like Diegendorf got it broken up by Porter, and Dennis then snatches it up off the bounce. Throws it into Aiden Cools, being doubled. Foul on the Thunder. Free kick. Gardner gets his head on it. Chorus will track it down. Far side. It looked like it may have went off Bishop Miege, but referee indicates that it's in favor of the Stags with the throw-in. This time does go off the Stags along the far side. 10:40 left here in the first half. 1-1 is the score between St. James Academy and Bishop Miege. So a back and forth pace for the first 20 minutes of this first half. Then Bishop Miege taking control of the offensive attack for about 5 to 7 minutes, getting 3 corners out of the deal and a penalty shot, out of that. Scrum there, and we see Colin Novick mixed up with Spencer Jones right at the top of the 18, and they're going to call a foul on Bishop Miege. So free kick now for St. James with just under 10 minutes left here in this first half. But as I was mentioning, the penalty shot coming for Bishop Miege off the first corner that they had here in this first half. Colin Novick being issued the yellow card, first one of the contest here, with under 10 minutes. So he will find himself with a spot on the bench for the momentarily time being. Ian Diegendorf will take the free kick. Miege lines up 7 on the wall. In the outer part of each side of the wall, you see the Thunder have player lined up. Inna far side. Diegendorf fires over to Inna quickly. Inna had some space. He tried to fire a shot, knocked down Good defense by Stephen Foster. Foster clears far side. He'll stay with the Thunder. They get a throw in with 9:40. But as I was mentioning, Miege having the 5 to 7 minute offensive attack here, where they were constantly looking towards the goal. They had that penalty shot opportunity, but Sean Borner, the goalkeeper for St. James Academy, coming up with a great save to keep it at 0-0. But then we saw Aiden Cools with the beautiful chip pass assist ahead for Hopper for the first goal of the contest with just under 13 minutes left here to go in the first half. St. James on the restart from midfield worked it down quickly and got one in the back of the net with Steven Inez. Inna put that crossing pass right towards the top of the 18. Joe Hogue was right there, couldn't track it down. Now it's in the air. Frank gets his head on it for the Thunder. Collision, that's going to be a foul on the Thunder. Free kick now coming for the Stags with 8:30 left here in the first half. Tied up at 1-1. Tracked down by Hogue. Gets it over to Frank. That one broken up by Arnaud. Frank now looks ahead. No whistle and foul there as Diegendorf got mixed up with Porter. Porter has it for the Stags. Clears towards midfield. Gardner gets his head on it, pokes it back to the offensive side. Out of play it goes. Fisher Miege will have the throw in. So they have a substitution here with 7:40 left here in the first half. You see Colin Novick back into the contest. Novick was issued the yellow card just a few minutes ago. Lineback to take the throw in near side. Looking for Inna. We'll reset that throw in as some substitutions will come in for St. James. Matthew Brothy back into the contest. Chris Colress as well. Ben Colhannock. Blake Niermeyer. And Austin Murrell. So under 7 left here in the first half. "1-1 is the score. Stags with a throw in right at midfield. Porter comes up to the near side. Lineback Skies with the headers. Out of play off the Thunder. Cools. Now near side for Foster. Foster trying to work around Brothy and lineback. Foster fires in the cross. Nick Frank will track it down. Milburn trying to get it back for the Stags. This one far side cleared. And out of play off Bishop Miege. Moeller tracked it down and sent it out of play on the far sideline. Skying over the St. James bench. They'll say off of St. James on that last play there, so Bishop Miege with the throw in on the far side. Frank now gets a piece of it over to Diegendorf. Far side looking back for Diegendorf on the pass. This one shot fired. Muro tried a crossing pass instead. Matthew Brothy was bearing down straight on goal, looking right at Dennis. Brothy couldn't get his foot on that one, and out of play towards the near side it went. Porter with the throw in. Muro had a look towards the goal, but came up with what you would call the more intelligent play to catch the goalkeeper Dennis off guard. Fired in there a line drive crossing pass to his teammate Matthew Brothy, who just barely missing it to put it on goal. Foul against the Thunder. Cools quickly resets off the free kick. Out of play to lineback. Nice catch by a youngster here in the stands, as linebacker put that one in to the stands out from the near side. 4:36 left here in the first half. 1-1 is the score between St. James Academy and Bishop Miege. Porter with the throw-in the attacking third. Looking right towards the goal. That one almost knocked down. It's knocked down by Danny Mueller, and he tried to fire a shot. Great defense by Gardner and Lineback. Corner kick now coming. It's going to be their fourth for the Bishop Miege here in this first half. Quick pass. Cools just gets it in. This one now crossing passes. It's knocked out by Nick Frank. Bishop Miege tracks it down. Foster with it. Nice challenge by Kohanek towards the far side. Miege still keeps the pace. With Cools over to Porter. Porter near side gets around with his defender. Pokes it towards the top of the 18. Cleared out by Gardner. Borner was coming out to possibly snag it as well. Looks like it'll be a throw-in. On the far side, maybe in the vicinity of a corner. Nope. Referee indicates a throw-in. 3:15 left here in the first half. Porter will go take the throw-in. Throw-in fired. Mueller gets a head on it. Now knocked out by Austin Murrell. Porter will regain possession for the Stags. Warner comes sliding out. Far side of the 6. Stag player went down. He appears to be alright. It looked like Aiden Cools. And had a collision with Sean Borner, the goalkeeper. Warner off the restart from the goal box. Thunder have possession. Niermeyer with it. Looking far side for Austin Murrell. Chip back to Niermeyer. And Frank can't control the Niermeyer pass. Brandon Ramirez will throw it in from the far side for Bishop Miege. With 2 minutes left here in the first half, all knotted up at 1 apiece. Liam Martin now to take the throw in this time for St. James. It went out of play. Knocked down, Stags control. Cools played it off the referee, so didn't get the precise pass that he was looking for there. That one's going to trickle out of play towards the far side. Nick Frank will take the throw in for the Thunder. Quickly into Niermeyer. Frank gets a piece of it. Tried to center it up. Stolen away by the Stags. They'll lose possession once again. Minute 19 left here in the first half. Back and forth and out of play on Kohanek of St. James. So the first half has been pretty much a back and forth pace between these two squads, besides about a 5 to 7 minute period where Bishop Miege was on the offensive almost the whole entire time as Murrell's dispossessed inside the goal box. Marquez tried to fire a long distance shot, stolen away from behind. Nice job by Milburn to come away with that one. Brophy tried to keep it in favor of St. James as time winding down. 22 seconds left here in the first half. Porter cleared to the near side. Lineback, quick throw in, finds Niermeyer. Niermeyer gets it knocked down by Porter. Aiden Cools. Near side. Gardner will clear with 6 seconds left here in the first half. Cools quickly throw in 2-1. And that's going to do it for the first half. It's going to go into halftime, all knotted up at 1 apiece. But it's a back and forth pace between these two squads here in the first half. Miege had a little stretch where they were on the offensive, unable to net any goals in that little stretch there. Right at the end, they put one in. They got a penalty shot that they were unable to capitalize on for Bishop Miege, as Sean Borner coming up with the save of the game to keep it knotted up at 0 apiece. But then we saw Bishop Miege finally get one in the back of the net for the first goal of the contest, but shortly thereafter, less than a minute after the goal going in for the Stags of Bishop Miege, St. James counters with their own goal. Stephen Inna putting one in the back of the net as he got the rebound shot off a Dennis save. And that's how we head into halftime. 1-1 the score here on 810varsity.com between St. James Academy and Bishop Miege. Welcome back to Bishop Miege High School live coverage of St. James Academy and Bishop Miege in boys soccer action. Live on 810varsity.com. Mike Smith bringing you the action here tonight. Definitely a good one thus far. 1-1 is the score after the first half. Miege will start off with possession here in the second half, donning their white uniforms, red numbers, blue trim, working right to left across your screen. St. James donning their navy blue jerseys, white numbers, and white trim. It was a back and forth pace between these two squads as Lineback gets a boot behind that one. In the first half, there was about 5 to 7 minute stretch where Miege controlled possession, had some good looks on goal, had 4 corner kicks in that first half, did the Stags of Bishop Miege. The first corner kick actually resulting in a penalty shot for the Stags, and they were unable to capitalize on that as Sean Borner, the goalkeeper, the sophomore, came up with an electric save, diving near side of the post to keep it knotted up at 0 apiece at that time. Then Miege found themselves putting one in the back of the net with a Stephen Hopper goal, assist coming by Aiden Cools. That was the first goal of the contest for either team, but within less than a minute after that, off the restart at midfield, St. James marched down the pitch and put one in the back of the net. Stephen Inna tried the initial shot, blocked by the goalkeeper Alex Dennis, and Dennis got out of position and couldn't grab the save. He just blocked the shot, and Inna was able to get the rebound and put it in the back of the net for the first goal of the contest for the Thunder. And that put them at 1 apiece with just a few minutes left in that first half, and then we went to halftime at 1 apiece, and that's where we find ourselves now. Stats indicate relatively even as well. If you look at penalties for both teams, 9 in the first half for each squad. Shots, 6 shots credited to St. James, 2 officially on goal, while 7 shots credited for Bishop Miege, 5 of those on goal. Goal kick coming as it went across the end line off Bishop Miege. Gardner will take this one for St. James. Corner kick's really the only thing that wasn't even in the first half. 4 for Bishop Miege to the 1 for St. James Academy. But the stat that matters the most, obviously the tally on the board, and that one is even at 1-1. Jones finding Inna. Inna lose possession right at the top of the 18. Chorus now tracks it down, pokes it over the top of everybody. Inna tries to fire a shot. We'll see if that one goes in, and that one's going to trickle out across the end line. We saw Alex Dennis, the goalkeeper, come out straight challenge on Stephen Inna. Corner kick coming for St. James, so their second one of the contest. It'll be the near side corner as 3 minutes have gone by here in this second half. But Alex Dennis, the goalkeeper for Bishop Miege, is a little bit lucky there as he came out pretty good distance from the goal to challenge Stephen Inna, and Inna tried to set it in towards the goal, but out of play it went, and they'll say it was off Bishop Miege as they clear off the corner. Denny had the corner kick from the near side, out of play along that far sideline, and stays with St. James Academy. Austin Denny with a throw in, 36-30 left here, headed in, knocked out that time by Stephen Foster though. Still inside the goal box, Stags trying to clear, long distance shot, that one wide left, barely, almost snuck in on the far side post. Dennis probably would have been able to track it down. He was on top of it there, but Colress tried to fire one in there from a couple feet ahead, outside of the 18. Gardner keeps it in play for St. James on the defensive back line far side. Plays it up that far sideline. St. James trying to push it. Now Cool steals it away for the Stags. Cools ahead. Gardner once again will track it down. Play it towards the far side for Steven Lineback. Stags come away with the possession once again. This time Flores got it. Cools played it back to Flores. Now knocked out by Martin. Culver's back as well to help on the defensive end. Aiden Cools had the assist on the Hopper goal in the first half. He had that possession there, and this one knocked down. Danny Moeller. Tracked down at midfield by the Stags. Gardner now with it. Up the near sideline and out of play, looking for Spencer Jones. Novick with the throw in. We'll reset that throw in, a substitution for Bishop Miege with 34:30 left here in the contest. Nate Mueller coming into the game for the Stags. Novick will have the throw in near side. One is the score coming out of the half. It was a 1-all game between these two squads here at Bishop Miege High School. Referees conversing on the far sideline about something, so that is the hold-up on the field. Yellow card is going to be issued to St. James Academy. Steven Lineback, the defensive player, issued a yellow card. Not exactly aware why Lineback was issued that yellow, but obviously coming from a play just moments ago. So Lineback will have to take a seat on the bench. We'll see a substitution come in for him. Nick Frank will come in for St. James. Zach Marquez will move back to the defensive back line as Frank will play in the midfield for St. James. Now we will reset things here. Time will be reset as they'll put the time back when the yellow card penalty was issued. 34:07 now on the clock here. Still 1-1 the score between these two squads. St. James Academy taking on Bishop Miege live here on 810varsity.com. And that's the whistle. We're back under play. Novick with the throw in for Bishop Miege. Tracked down by Chorus. Finds Chubb near side. Chubb just pokes it back to the wrong team in Milburn. Milburn's pass intercepted. Stags end up back with it though. Cools going to go far side. Dispossessed. Nice defense by Denny. Out of play. Stays with the Stags. They have the throw in quickly. Cleared far side. Still in play. Bishop Miege's defense makes sure they kept it in play there. Far side corner. Foul on Bishop Miege, so free kick now coming in deep in the defensive end for St. James Academy. Martin with the clear. This one tracked down by Arnaud. Cool is going to go far side once again. Denny with the defense. Kohanic also in on there. Knocked down by St. James. Stag still with possession. Arnaud once again with it. Plays back to Novick. Novik almost gets it stolen away by Jones. Gardner gets a piece of it. Arnaud finds Cools. Chip pass ahead. Tracked down by Martin on the back line for the Thunder. Bishop Miege still with possession, the offensive set here as it fired in there. Howard trickled out across the end line. Borner snatches it up, though, before it goes. So he'll send it out of the goal box with 32 minutes left here in the contest. Play continues. It looked like there might have been a handball. Jones, though, with it for the Thunder. Going to save it before they cross the end line. Inna tried a shot, but blocked by Porter. Porter got his leg up just enough to get a piece of that shot before Inna could put it towards the goal with everything he had. That one cleared out far side by Bishop Miege. Looks like an offsides call on St. James Academy. That set up the free kick inside the goal box for Bishop Miege. Under 31 minutes left here in the contest. 1-1 is the score. Porter with it. Chips it to the far sideline and out of play. Denny will have the throw in. Last time these two teams met was last year. And that one, a contest played here at Bishop Miege High School. Ended in a 1-1 tie. That's where we sit currently in this one. Denny has the throw in for the Thunder. Play commences with just about 30 minutes left here in the contest. Chubb trying to keep it. That one goes off of Chubb's forearm. Marquez gets it knocked away. This one going to go out of play near side. Martin will come up from his defensive position to take the throw in. These two teams met twice last year, actually. The last time they met was September 16th, almost exactly a year ago. And they met in the Blue Valley West Fat Cat tournament before the 1-1 tie contest, and Miege came away with a 3-2 victory in that one. Aiden Cools had a goal in that 3-2 contest. The only player that's still on each squad. Marquez fires a shot. Nice save by Dennis as he knocked it down initially and then grabbed it to make sure no rebound shot came out of that one. Now, offsides was the call anyway, so even if the goal would have went to the back of the net by Marquez, it would have been taken back, and that's a foul. Frank lost his footing and took down Aiden Cool, so that gets a free kick for Bishop Miege. Now they're working it far side. Aiden Cool's with possession. Quick pass. Gardner will end up with loose possession. Finds Inna, who knocks it down. He's got Denny far side. Keeps it in play. Looking for Jones. Knocked by Novik to the goalkeeper, Dennis. Arnaud going to get it back. Now this one's sent towards Sean Borner at the goal, and he's well prepared for that one. Rolled in on Borner. 28-14 left here in the contest. 1-1 the score. Miege getting on the board first. Stephen Hopper with the goal. Inna's got space, and he's got the goal. Stephen Inna, his second goal of the contest. He was on sides, got some space, and nice pass ahead. Stephen Inna found himself, went far side post, and put it in for the second goal of the contest for St. James Academy. Stephen Inna now having 5 goals this season, 2 in this contest. So with 27:58 left here in the game, St. James Academy finds themselves with their first lead of the game, 2-1, off of 2 Stephen Inna goals. Inna's first goal coming in that first half, moments after Bishop Miege netting their lone goal of the contest. So we'll see if Miege can answer with a quick goal as St. James did in the first half. Off the restart, Jordan ahead. Whistle and a foul on the Thunder. We saw Brennan Milburn go down here on the near side. Appears to be alright as he's back up, and free kick will be set up for Bishop Miege now. Colin Novick up to take the free kick. 27:30 left here in the game. St. James leading 2-1 off the Stephen Inna goal just netted seconds ago. Novick right at the top of the 18, sent towards the goal. Brunner bobbles the save, comes away with it, and just makes sure he doesn't relinquish that one inside the goal box. May have took a shot to the face, unfortunately, as he came up holding his nose. But Borner appears all right. That one's going to go out of play. Looks like it'll set up the goal kick. Borner will reset things with the goal kick with 26:30 left here in the contest at Bishop Miege High School. St. James Academy leading this one 2-1 over Bishop Miege, live on 810varsity.com. Borner sends it far side. Knocked down by the Stags, but out of play. Relatively even contest between both of these teams. As I said, their records don't look even coming into tonight's contest, but St. James' record very deceiving, as it's 1-4, but the teams that they have played, very high caliber teams in the state of Kansas. Crossing pass by Inna, right to Jones. Jones going to track it down. Just going to play back out towards the near side here. Reset the offense. Jones going to find his teammate Kohanek, who gets it knocked away by the Stags. Aiden Cools, near side, going to lose it out of play. Liam Martin will have the throw in. Bishop Miege coming into tonight's contest 4-1. They've been performing quite well, scoring goals out of plenty in the 5 contest. Had 19 goals coming into tonight. They've put one in the net here tonight as well. Leading the way for them, we had Aiden Cools and Stephen Foster with 3, but we got Kevin Flores leading the team with 4 goals overall on the season. Nice move there by the Stags as they push it ahead. Slide tackle missed by Lineback. Looks like Brunner will come out and save that one before Bishop Miege can set up anything inside the goal box. But good movement there by Miege to advance that ball down the field so quickly. Able to work it through the defense. Liam Martin, nice tackle. Chorus tries to send it ahead. Broken up by Nate Moeller. Diegendorf gets a head on it. Some jockeying for position. They're going to call a foul there. Free kick now for St. James. Stephen Inna looks like he'll set up the free kick. And then I believe Foster were in on the collision there that warranted the penalty on Bishop Miege. 23:44 left here in tonight's contest. St. James leading 2-1 over Bishop Miege. And now off the restart. That one looking for Jones as Novick cleared. Chorus tried a long-distance shot, but cleared out by the Stags once again. Tracked down by Foster. Foster sends it up the near side, looking for his teammate Jordan, but out of play. Substitution for both teams. Coming back in is Zach Marquez for St. James Academy. And Andy Schlettenhahn back in for Bishop Miege. Martin with a throw-in. Diegendorf can't get a piece of that one. Out of play by the Stags back line. 22:40 left in the contest. Martin gets the throw-in. Jones. Chip pass looking for Kohanek. Kohanek trying to keep possession for the Thunder, and out of play across the end line off of St. James. Goal kick for Alex Dennis and the Stags. Some good defense there by Danny Mueller. So Mueller made sure Kohanek couldn't set up any crossing pass in the attacking third. Off the goal kick, Kohanek got a piece of it. Anna tries the header ahead for Diegendorf, but cleared by the Stags. Thunder regained possession. Keep it in play along the far side. Lineback bodied off. Stags have possession. Out of play on the far sideline. Lineback has a throw in, far sideline, and out of play it goes. So Bishop Miege will take the offensive possession. Some substitutions coming in. Aiden Cools back in for Bishop Miege. Blake Niermeyer back in for St. James Academy. Miege with the throw-in on the far side. Dispossessed by lineback. Still in favor on the offensive side as Cools has it. Top of the 18. Tries to chip it to the near side. No one there to track it down for Bishop Miege. Niermeyer with the clear. Out of play it goes, though. Bishop Miege still with the offensive possession here. Throw in by Ramirez. Niermeyer gets a piece of that one. Out of play once again. Ramirez throw in. Chorus gets his head on it. Back towards Gardner. Niermeyer trying to track it down. Off of Chubb and the Thunder. Quick throw in by Ramirez once again to the near side. Chorus with the clear. Niermeyer tracks it down. Stags make sure Niermeyer can't push that one ahead. Matthew Gardner will have the throw in near side. Under 20 minutes left here in the contest. St. James leading this one 2-1 over Bishop Miege. Been a back and forth game. First half was back and forth pace for most of that first half, besides a 5 to 7 minute window that Bishop Miege was on the offensive attack relentlessly. They had three of their four corners in that period. Had a penalty shot, which was saved by the goalkeeper Sean Borner for St. James Academy. But then right at the end of that stretch, Bishop Miege was able to get a goal on the board. Stephen Hopper with the goal, and the assist coming from Cools as Cools tried to fire it in there on the crossing pass. Handball on Stephen Lineback and the Thunder. So free kick, far side. Running the outside of the 18 for Bishop Miege. So great chance for them to get this one back even at 2 goals apiece. But Stephen Enna netting the first goal for St. James in that first half. Less than a minute after Bishop Miege struck with their tally. So we went to the half, all knotted up at 1 apiece, and then Enna put one more in the back of the net here in this second half to give the lead for St. James. And that's where we stand at 2-1 in the contest. Chipped in, Borner right there, well prepared, still in there. Novik tried to fire a shot. Niermeyer cleared. Colin Novak had the look, but Niermeyer got to it before he could fire it towards the goal. Stags still have it off the throw-in. They're going to call a handball as that one bounced up. Nico Marquez. Marquez had the look. He fired the shot but the whistle came at the same time. And that set up the free kick for St. James. 17-25 left here in the contest. Niermeyer jockeying for the possession. Martin tries to center it back towards the middle part of the field. Tracked down by Miege. Novik plays it far side. Broken up by Marquez. Comes away with the steal. Now Marquez dispossessed, and looks like he was fouled. So we'll have the free kick for St. James along the far side. Stephen Enna has put both goals in the back of the net as he was trying to get almost another one there from the top of the 18. Nick Frank fires one. Off the top of the crossbar back there. Brophy has it. He's going to fire, and he puts it in the back of the net off the rebound. Alex Dennis upset with himself inside the goal box for Bishop Miege. Now it's 3-1. St. James leading this one with 16:30 left in the contest, but a long distance shot fired in there on goal by St. James Academy off the top of the crossbar. Dennis almost got a piece of it himself, but bounced back right to the feet of Matthew Brophy. And no defenseman back for Miege to help out the goalkeeper Dennis, and Brophy able to put it in the back of the net for the third goal of the contest for St. James Academy. So off the restart, the Stags start from midfield, trying to push with Cools. Foul by Nick Frank of the Thunder. Free kick coming now for Bishop Miege. Colin Novik. Brandon Milburn with the restart off the free kick on the offensive side for Bishop Miege. Miege trailing by 2 goals now as St. James has put 2 more goals in the back of the net here in this second half. Out of play off the free kick, and that's going to set up the goal kick for St. James Academy. Looks like we have an injured Stag player on the field. Colin Novik, I believe. Indeed so. He's attempting to walk off on his own power. He's gingerly walking on that right leg, it looks like. .31 left here in the contest. St. James leading this one 3-1 over Bishop Miege. Will be put back into play off the goal kick. Matthew Gardner to take this one for the Thunder. It's been a tight contest throughout here tonight. Just moments ago, St. James pushing their lead to 2 goals. Miege took the early lead in the first half behind Stephen Hooper goal and an assist by Aiden Cools. And St. James struck within a minute after that to make it back even at 1-1. Offsides on Bishop Miege. So that's going to set up a free kick for Stephen Linebeck and St. James. Going to the half, we were tied up at 1 apiece here at Bishop Miege between these two squads. And there's a back and forth pace once again. Foul called on St. James Academy as Nick Frank collision there with Stephen Foster. 14:30 left here in the game. Free kick coming by Danny Muller for Bishop Miege. And then Stephen Inna put a goal here in the back of the net, his second of the contest for St. James Academy to give the Thunder their first lead of the contest here in this second half. And then we saw Matthew Brothy just a few minutes ago, who has possession now far side. Centers it up for Inna. Inna around Muller. Still have it. Fires that one over the top of the crossbar once again. Stephen Inna has found himself with a slew of good looks on goal here tonight. Couple substitutions for St. James. Ian Diegendorf back into the contest. Tanner Gray, as well as Chris Colris for the Thunder. 13:30 left here to go. 3-1 the advantage for St. James over Bishop Miege. Dennis with the goal kick. Handball on the Thunder. Possession in favor of the Stags now. Aiden Cool is working himself all the way through 3 or 4 defenders for St. James before he lost it on the pass. Knocked out a play far side. Into the closest Thunder to it, but stays with St. James. Now throw in. Stephen Inna. Crossing pass. Dennis well prepared. Chipped in by Diegendorf. Diegendorf tries to fire a shot. Now up in the air. It's knocked down by the Stags. And back out of the goal box it comes. Inna now has it. Chipped ahead for Brothy. Brothy can't get to that one. He's tripped up. Penalty is called. We'll see who was called on. I'll say it was on Bishop Miege outside of the goal box. So free kick coming one step outside of the top of the 18 with 12 minutes left here in the contest. St. James leading 3-1 over Bishop Miege. 7-man wall by the Stags. Inna lining up to take the free kick. Inna fires, and that one off the near side post. Brothy with the rebound, but a whistle. An error of some sort by St. James Academy on that free kick. As the referee was indicating something to Stephen Inna on the placement, I believe, on that free kick, thus negating the rebound goal by Matthew Brothy. It went off the near side post by Stephen Inna. Brothy got the rebound shot and put it in the back of the net. Would have been the 4th goal of the contest for St. James Academy, but a penalty / error, as you would call it, for St. James Academy on that free kick. So no goal credited for the Thunder there, and we see Bishop Miege now with possession. Cools had it, weaving through a couple of defenders and lost it. Going to be fired in there. A little bit of a slow roller shot by Tom Arnaud. And Sean Borner able to track that one down with 10:25 left here in the game. Cools knocked it down for the Stags. A foul on the Thunder, so a chance for Bishop Miege to keep the offense moving off the free kick. Brandon Milburn will take the restart. Milburn and the Stags trying to cut back into this lead of St. James. They have a 2-goal lead, does the Thunder, and that one right through the legs of a Stags player and right into the hands of the goalkeeper, Sean Broner. Time winding down, so Miege will have to turn up the offensive attack here again. Just like they had that 5 to 7 minute stretch in that first half, they'll have to bring out something like that to try to get a few more good looks and hopefully a few more goals for them. As we see St. James with another attempt. Brophy going to get his second goal. That's going to put St. James ahead 4-1 now. Now a deeper hole for Bishop Miege. I was just talking about them possibly coming up with that offensive stretch they had in the first half to maybe get some good looks on goal and cut into the lead. But St. James Academy increasing their lead here, going to make it tremendously harder for Bishop Miege to try to come back in this one. So 4 goals netted by St. James Academy. Matthew Brophy scoring his second of the contest. Brophy has scored the last 2, the first 2 coming by Stephen Inna. Cools off the restart, dispossessed by Gardner. Gardner gets it ahead. Far side. Gardner up from his defensive position. Inna now looking for Chubb. Chubb's got some space. Going to be tracked down by Diegendorf for St. James. Diegendorf now going to try the crossing pass. Chip pass looking for Jones. Jones tried the header. Couldn't get to it. Lineback will track it down. Far side. Lineback working into the goal box and out of play it goes off the Thunder. 8:47 left here in the game. 4-1 the advantage for St. James. The Thunder have netted 3 goals here in this second half. A little bit of a dangerous pass there by the goalkeeper, Sean Borner, along the top part of his 18. The Stags have possession. They're going to be offsides there. Handball against the Stags instead. 8 minutes left here in the contest. Free kick coming on the defensive side for St. James. Gardner off the restart. Far side. Tracked down by the Thunder. Jones has it. Knocked away by Bishop Miege. Throw in will come here for the Thunder. Looks like Austin Denny will take this throw in. Stags keep it in play along that far sideline. Played it back to the offensive side. Out of play once again off Bishop Miege. Seven minutes left here in the contest as it's winding down. Nick Frank trying to get the possession back in favor of St. James. Just back and forth along that far sideline now, as the Stag not allowing St. James to get anything on the offensive side as the throw-ins coming for St. James. That one played back to the defensive back line. Matthew Gardner ahead. Finds Inna. Inna's got some space working down the far sideline. Being double-teamed now. It's going to be dispossessed along the far side. Thunder still keep track of it. This one chipped in towards the top of the 18. Chubb tried to fire a shot. Knocked down there by Ramirez. Chubb still has it. Chip pass by Marquez. Looking for Inna. Far side of the 18. Marquez will track it down once again. Back to Martin. Martin now pushing it ahead for Marquez. Far side. And out of play. Stays with the Thunder, so it'll be a throw-in once again. Excuse me, a free kick as a penalty was called on Bishop Miege. Now under 6 minutes left here at Bishop Miege High School. Listening to St. James Academy Soccer take on Bishop Miege live on 810varsity.com. Aiden Cools now with the counterattack for Miege. Now stolen and broken up by Nick Frank. Gardner tries to send it back towards midfield. Porter gets a foot on it. This one going to go out of play off the Thunder. Some substitutions for St. James coming in. Austin Murrell in for St. James. Gerald Carlton and Andrew Kinski in for the Thunder. A throw in near side, though, for the Stags as they have the offensive possession. Foster gets the throw in. Going to be taken away by Carlton. Diegendorf now along the near side. Cools tracks it down for Miege. Referee says it's off Frank and the Thunder. Cools quick throw in. Going to play it back to Lucas Franco, who just checked in for Bishop Miege. Austin Murrell now has it. On the counter, he's working far side. Now back towards the middle. He's got a player ahead, Kinski. Kinski loses it. Franco had it. Foul on the Thunder. As Franco and Kinski get tied up. Free kick for Miege. Played near side for Aiden Cools. Cools for Arnaud. Diegendorf with the tackle. Takes it away, and then Frank just sends it out of play. .340 left here in the contest. Looks like St. James will come away with the victory. So they have the 3-goal advantage. Chris Colris back in. Thomas Hinkle in for the first time for St. James Academy. Gardner whistled for the penalty along this near sideline. Free kick. Aiden Cools tries to go far side. It's going to be tracked down by Porter. Porter around one defender. Now around the second. Handoff, and looks like Gardner will clear inside the goal box towards the far side with 3 minutes left here to go. Colris gets dispossessed, but Gardner gets it back for St. James. Franco now with it near side. Franco still keeps it, but out of play off of Nick Frank and the Thunder. Cools knocks it into the air. Colris knocks it down with his head. Look, nice pass by Frank, but intercepted by Novik. Novik well anticipating that one. Going to push it towards the far side. Slide tackle by Austin Denny. Stags with possession far side. Out of play it went. Looks like that's going to set up the goal kick. Gardner will take the goal kick for St. James with under 2 minutes left here in the contest. Looks like St. James will get their second victory of the season. The first one coming in a 5-0 win over Topeka West. The Stags now trying to push it ahead, try to get another tally on the board before the contest is over. Broken up by the defense for St. James. Hinkle. That pass knocked down. Franco has it along the near side. Finds Cools. Now Colris will intercept. Back to Miege with a minute left here in the contest. Cools weaving his way through a slew of Thunder defenders, but will lose the possession. Franco now ends up with it. Hinkle gets a piece of it for the Thunder. Back and forth it's going here in this last minute. Now chipped ahead. Stags Howe have a chance. Now broken up. Miege going to try to track it down. Track it down with Foster. Frank plays it back to Gardner. Gardner over to Carlton now near side. 35 seconds left here in the contest. St. James is going to win this one 4-1, but definitely a hard-fought game. Most of the contest coming in from the half and most of the second half here was a tight one, a one-goal contest or tied up. Murrell now trying to push it ahead with 16 seconds left. He's got some space. Murrell gets broken up. He was in amongst two defenders for Bishop Miege. That shot out of play, well out of play over the top of the crossbar by St. James Academy from the far side, and that's going to do it for the contest. 4-1, the advantage for St. James Academy. They come away with their second victory of the season. They improved to 2-4 on the year, and Bishop Miege falls to 4-2 on the season. St. James Academy's next game will be next Thursday, September 20th at Pembroke Hill, 6 p.m. You can hear that one live on 810varsity.com as well. But tonight's contest, definitely a hard-fought battle between these two squads. As I mentioned, both of them a goal apiece in the first half, going into the halftime 1-1, and in the second half, the floodgates opened for St. James Academy, netting 3 more goals, 1 by Stephen Inna and 2 by Matthew Brophy in the second half. Inna netting the first goal in the second half for St. James Academy to get the 4-1 victory over Bishop Miege here at Bishop Miege High School. Thanks for listening, as always, on 810varsity.com. St. James Academy improves to 2-4 on the season with a 4-1 victory over Bishop Miege, who falls to 4-2 on the year.